Hey everybody, and welcome to my In5 series on the SP404 mk2, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Cameron wrote in saying he's got some panning problems, and he's apparently only getting a signal out of one of the channels. I would personally check the cables, change them out, try different cables and see what works. But there's a couple things that come to mind that I just figured I can go over with you. So first thing is I've got this stereo sample. Let's take it out of loop and go gate. So you can hear if you got headphones on, and if you want to pay attention to this, I suggest you get headphones because I don't know how this is going to play on YouTube otherwise, but you can hear, should be coming out of both channels. If I come in and go to pitch and speed, if I hold shift down, I can go, you don't want to go all the way to mono left. So just before that, we're going to go to L50, which is going to pan it all the way left. So now if you got headphones on, you just hear it coming out of the left channel. So if I go resample this, go to pad 2, and we're going to play it just for a couple seconds. We don't need a whole lot. Hit record to end. We now have a sample that is panned hard left. I can do the same thing. So this is still panned left. Let's go pitch and speed. I'm going to hold shift down, and I'm going to go all the way to R50. We're going to go the other way, so it's going to be panned hard right. So if you get headphones, you should hear it coming out of the right speaker. Might be able to hear it, but let's resample this as well. And I'll show you why I'm doing this in a second. So just get a couple seconds. Nothing, don't need anything fancy. So we now have two different samples, pan left, pan right. If I go in, now what I want to show you is if I go to start and end, watch, you can see this is empty. So if I go to the first one that's panned left, you can see a waveform. If I go to the one that's panned right, you don't see it. So one thing I just want to show you is that this view here that's showing you the display of the waveform, it's only showing you the left channel. So you could actually have something that is blank like this and is actually, it has audio content, but it may just be on the right channel. So keep that in mind. Another thing that I'd like to just kind of make sure you understand is that what I was just in that other menu. So we go back here, go to pitch and speed. Again, I'm going to hold shift down. If you have it set to center, it's going to play whatever's on the left channel, and whatever's on the right channel on the right channel. And really what this panning is doing is adjusting how much of the level is passing through to either the left or the right channel. So it's not really panning it as much as just adjusting the levels between the left and the right channel for the content. That's it. So this one's making like a little bit louder on the left channel than on the right, but it's not really moving any content from the right channel to the left. But if you are paying attention, when I hold shift, if I turn like this channel that's left, all the way left, what it's now doing is switching it to mono. It's going to play just the left channel, but it's going to play that in both the left and right speaker. So this is really a mono signal, but it's playing the same content out of the left and right channel. Similarly, if I come to pad 3, where it's we only have content in the right channel, if I hold shift and pan it to right, so it's mono right, it'll do the same thing for the right channel, and it will play it in both the left and right channel. And I know I keep saying channel and left and right a lot. Hopefully this is all making sense, though. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. But if I go back, you'll still see this looks empty. This looks like it has stuff. So it's not necessarily the easiest way to do this. My advice is if you end up with something like this where you have a blank channel, just pan it hard right, like I did. So it's mono right. You can go back in and resample. So we can resample this to 4. And you'll see that the content, if we go to start and end, you can now see we have something here, but that's just because we have forced the left and right channel to have the same audio content. The only other thing that I have as a suggestion to check is it is possible when you're in your external source. Whoops, if I hold shift and hit external source, if you come in here and you hold shift, you can see you have a pan. you can actually basically tell it that you only want to record content from the left or right. I doubt this is what the viewer's experiencing, but just be mindful if you do go adjust this setting in your external source input settings that you can cause some kind of weird behavior. And this will impact what where the audio is recorded from your mic and guitar input, your line input, and your USB-C input. So just be mindful of that. Other than that, I'm just going to say again, I'd go check your cables just to make sure things are working correctly. It is possible that you've got a hardware issue where maybe something's been broken for your inputs or outputs, but you're going to have to go through and kind of do some of these exercises to see if you can figure out and isolate the issue. Anyway, everybody, I hope that helps. Thanks for stopping by. Keep making music. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.